It's week 13 of the 2023 season, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. As he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. After the sack on 1st down, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses. Now
Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by the number 1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready, Rick. Move off, Parker. Move. Go, go! Hey! I said it!
On 1st down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Back to the ground with Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult
there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A handoff running left is Gibson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they? Absolutely.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Montez Sweat able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. On play action, Lawrence. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go. Set. Hey, Alpha. Hey, exit. Fire.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Look at me. Go, go.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
80 weapons. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Delta. Hey, Charlotte. Fire.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, good move. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Ready, go!
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
Back now at FedEx Field. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd? And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there again as as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The pickup there, 5 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
178 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And Pascal's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Working from the gun, Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lance now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Hey, back up. Hey, orbit. Hey, let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.